Welcome to Gray Hair Talking. I want to share with you some things I'm learning as my hair is turning. Down through the years, I've talked to many young women as they have shared with me different frustrations they have in their life. And quite often a young wife will tell me how frustrated she is that she has to ask her husband to do things around the house. Let me give you an example of that. I talked to a young woman named Susan, and she was telling me how frustrated she was that her husband did not respond the way she expected him to. You see, they had 5 children. She did homeschooling, and he traveled. And while he was gone, Susan would think of all the things that he would do when he came home and all the plans that she had made for him in her mind. And she was amazed that when he came home, he didn't just automatically do them. I said, Susan, now tell me, when did you tell him what you needed him to do? And Susan said, I shouldn't have to tell him. He should just know. You see, she had been playing her script over and over in her head while he was gone. But he didn't have a copy of that script, and he didn't have a clue about what she had been thinking. As we talked on, she said, you mean I have to tell him what I need him to do? Well, we both laughed because she knew the answer just as soon as she asked the question. Let me give you a personal example. My husband and I had the same washer and dryer for about 20 years, and when the dryer finished, it would buzz every 5 minutes for 20 minutes to let you know it was done or until you came and opened the door. I would ask my husband to go fold up the clothes, and without fail he would say, is the dryer finished? Well, that just drove me crazy, and I wanted to yell at him, didn't you hear that buzzer? You have heard that buzzer every 5 minutes for 20 minutes for 20 years. How can you not know the dryer is finished? Well, I began to think about that a while, and instead of saying all that stuff I was thinking, I just asked him if he would fold up the clothes in the dryer, and he did it willingly. You see, husbands will usually do anything that wives ask them to do. So young wives, don't waste any of your time getting frustrated when your husband doesn't just jump up and do a chore. Now, it would be great if we could read each other's minds and know what each other was thinking all the time, but you and I both know that is never going to happen. Also, most men are not as focused or as aware of what I would call home and hearth stuff as we women are. So young women, just ask him to help you. It really is that simple. This is Rachel Solomon reminding you to just ask him, and I'm sending you blessings from Gray Hair Talking.